out of 24 here at PCS3 Asia. Today and tomorrow, guys, thanks again for tuning in. We love having you. We hope you're enjoying these games as much as we are. That last one was quite good, like non-stop fighting from like phase 2. I know, I do too. From phase 2 on, it was just such a interesting game.
I love Paramount too, but but surprisingly, finally did not get to talk about Griffin as much. Finally, they're using Minsung. That has been the member for Griffin. That has been bringing #1 from a lot of the scrim. It has been the member of Asura, Two Heart, Juanita, Minsung, the squad that should be, and Tutap as a sub.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Minsung was never in the actual matches, but here he is. Yeah, finally.
I'm with you, 100%. I think it makes a lot of sense to have Minsung in there. I mean, we know if you've been watching any of the Korea leagues, which I hope you do, please do, as they are exciting.
And continue to do.
Yeah, exactly. There is a lot of potential in Minsung. We've seen it a lot, and I'm curious to see how this Griffin squad does going forward. They're bottom team right now, and I don't think they're gonna want to finish that way.
No, not at all. And did you drink another coffee?
I'm like,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I'm like halfway through #2, so not. I think all of my energy got sucked into Europe on Sunday because those were some just maniacal circles. They were actually just that game 3 on EU on Sunday when it finished down by Primorsk was actually amazing. Like one of my favorite circles I've ever seen. Top 5.
That's favorite thing with caffeine, brothers. Right there.
I was asleep during that one.
Really? Even without caffeine?
I mean, I had gone to bed early. I couldn't make it. I watched APAC and then fell asleep. And then I watched the VODs, and then I was very happy as Avenger, the analyst for EU, mentioned. Because he knew I'd be happy about that.
Yep, of course. As Yamba, still #2 on the board. Of course, Paraiso when they have the flight control. And Infantry is right there, right on top, as they always choose to go near Impala. Wish we get to see Genji, because this is the type of play that I mentioned. Even before going into Erangel, they just pick up one gun and immediately they shoot into the middle part of the circle, which they have not tried for a very long time, knowing their history all the way back. But after getting just a gun or two, they immediately find a vehicle and then move out towards the middle. That's Loki right now already with an Onyx, drawing the dot into a line.
Yeah, I think for Genji, I think in circles like these, especially if they end up to the southwest of Los Leones, a problem for them has been getting into those circles. They have to make bad rotations around like phase 5 or something, where they have to just send it into a spot in the circle where they don't want to be, and then they end up losing the round with basically no kills because of it. And here you can see this push from Entis, the winning moments. I would say that's basically the winning moment for them against MCG. And then poor VLG tried, but...
Yep, and Entis at this moment, I was hearing their voice comm in the middle of the break, and they said, "Oh, Tiamba, VLG, they're fighting, let's go kill them." That was literally what they said, and they got the kills. Easy push on the other side. That's real good chicken dinner for Entis.
Huge start for them. I mean, that's got to give them so much confidence, like we've talked about coming into this. Now, I think it's going to be really interesting for Infantry, as they have a huge split outside of Impala going forward. What they're going to do, Puerto Paraiso, is Tiamba territory, but nobody's even remotely close to them. I mean, nobody's even within like a kilometer of them right now. So they've got some room to maneuver and some room to breathe. For Entis, I would say of our top teams right now, they've got the hardest situation in front of them. They're heading, I would assume, towards La Bendita, and then we'll see where they go from there.
Yep, I think they, with Songjang all the way in the front, near Impala, near Infantry. The reason why Infantry is so spread apart is to stop a big rotation from Entis or any other team, because understanding how many teams can come from the eastern side, or Entis can just chill out towards the edge right now and then move out when Infantry moves out. Likely Infantry will move out first, which is exactly the pattern and the rotation that Entis has tried when they're playing these edge.
Yep, exactly. So, and Infantry needs points as well. I mean, they're another team that I guess mathematically they're not out of it, I'd say. It would take they need to win like 4 games in the next 7. But it's not impossible. We've seen it with Divine. We've seen teams do this throughout PUBG esports, so I'm not counting it out. I'd say in Asia it's harder to do than maybe any other region, than maybe EU. winning 4 games in 7 is very, very difficult. Now, MCG is still very much in this hunt as they have left the power grid and find themselves coming towards a unoccupied Chumasera.
Yes, MCG can push a little more towards the south, but it takes a lot of driving skills. You need to get that extra license if you want to go towards that mountain. So I think they will try, since they know that Genji has already moved out, they heard the vehicles towards Los Leones, that big road. This road in front should be packed with at least Genji plus another team from Leones. So MCG and GX, they should be going towards the south.
It's interesting to watch. There's actually, this one's a little bit slower on rotations than I'm used to seeing in this tournament. A lot of teams are kind of taking their time this go around. The hard shift, but a southern shift has kind of slowed things up. But Entis might be in a bit of trouble if 9 reveals himself and tries to go for some shots. Now Indigo drives along, going to try to use the side of the road a bit for cover. It's going to be Lin that's right there where he was veering into him. No, no, no. Indigo.
Oh, no.
In the crossfire. Sungjan gets knocked as well. And this is disaster to start the round for Entis.
Exactly what we have mentioned. Infantry set up a total trap against Entis, understanding that they want to move in. And I was expecting Entis to make a later rotation because of this. This was a big potential. And they also did not hear Infantry moving out from Impala.
Kale side sweeps, but not going to do it there. 9 is so good right now. He is dialed in. He's going to knock Kale, and it is Under all alone out in a field, taking some damage now, retreating, trying to find safety.
Oh, no.
And I don't know if he can. Infantry's just going to chase
They're
him
on a
down.
chase.
Yeah, they want to take him down.
Wow!
I mean, why not? The points are here. And I'm telling you, Infantry's still in this.
I think after getting a chicken dinner, they got a little too confident about the rotation.
I want to know, when I look at what they had in front of them, I feel like La Bendita is the more logical answer to start.
Bendita was also okay, and you can also go around Impala towards the beach side.
Sure.
It's a little harder to drive, but still, it's not that bad of a drive, actually. As Entis just thought, they thought about the easy way in, and didn't really think about the first steps.
Well, now it's going to be up to Under to just snake points any way, anyhow he can. I wouldn't be surprised to see him make a move to go, like now you're saying, around towards that eastern road, towards Puerto, maybe get into Los Leones and just pray that the circle becomes a city circle or something, or that, you know, he can get out of there. This is what you see good solo players do if they lose their team early on. They go into a city and just try to wait it out, hope that nobody comes into their house. They're able to just, you know, just be left alone. Nobody tries to come in, and then they can get their points later on.
Similar in style like Infantry has done against Entis. 4 AM again. Pretty good setup around Graveyard, just like the previous match. Trying to catch K7's rotation. Crazy is just going to let that pass. And then set up a pretty good trap around, but Buyo.
He's up. This is outside of the circle. So I mean, it's only circle 1, so it's not the end of the world. But both of these players are, you know, this is kind of one where I wonder if Crazy knows that Buyo who is above him.
I think he does, as Buyo should have a vehicle nearby, because he does have to make a rotation along with his team. Yeah, that was the reason why Crazy was not shooting at that rotation, or else I think he should have just opened fire.
Yeah, you're usually counting the cars, waiting for that 4th one, and it turns out the 4th one was on a different angle than I think Crazy was expecting. If you look at the map, Buyo looks like he's going to kind of come out of there unscathed. Now the real question is Savior heading towards Forever there. Will that result in any kind of destruction? There is some damage done to Savior, and for now, he gets out.
For now, and Forever might actually be trapped if K7 wants to stop, but I think K7 just wants to back out, understanding that it's going to be 4 AM 100%. And that fight cannot last long because this next circle is actually all the way south. Even 4 AM, they have to make a long rotation towards Impala or into Paraiso, as that eastern side should be open, maybe contained by Tiamba.
Yeah, there's Tiamba right there. They are making their way further south. They're going to try to work south to north, potentially, depending on where this circle goes. But that's likely where it's going to end up is more towards the center. That's just statistics. Africa's leaving Los Leones. Infantry is ahead of them. And Infantry and Tiamba, once again, having similar ideas about how to approach this situation.
As Infantry made a pretty quick rotation all the way from the eastern side. And also Longsker was all the way on the back, and he knows that there's another squad that is a Freak of Freaks on the map chasing them right behind. So they have to set up a... It's a 1-3 split, maybe even think about a 2-2. And force out Tiamba first.
Yeah, they're kind of just waiting for now with Longsker on the back, trying to see what exactly they want to do going forward. They might just wait this out. Oh no, forever. Wow, XDD just missing with that last bullet, not able to get the knock. Now he's going to try again, reload and go. It's somewhere crazy and blue are fighting Mill, and they get a knock at a quick finish. This is to the, I believe, the northeast of where all this is going on,
I
indeed.
think Forever just pinned where the opponents were, and then drew them out of the houses, and then Crazy and Xiaolu was getting the shots all the way from the back, and that was pretty clean. Actually on a different angle.
Yeah, they're just kind of fighting and moving is 4AM, and it's working for them so far, as they are forced onto the edge because of this circle, so they are going to be coming towards the top part of Los Leones. Meanwhile, Under, getting a view of him as he makes his long, late rotation way south. He's going way south, so he's not opting for the city snake strat, he's opting for the edge snake strat.
I would understand if he has like maximum kit and meds with like 60 bullets only. I think that's like the best play that he can pull off right now. Yeah, just snaking through all the way in if he gets a chance. Finally makes it into the circle.
Yep, there's actually quite a bit of room for him to maneuver if you look at the map, so he's got some time. Pero, meanwhile, is struggling as PO does get a knock and a finish there for Gen G. And really today and tomorrow, we're going to be keeping our eyes on our top teams here for our observing. So just keep that in mind, folks at home. We're going to be much more focused today specifically on our top 6 teams.
Exactly.
More than anything else. We're trying to make sure that we have this top of the leaderboard covered so you can see the action for the teams that are in competition for first place.
And that's exactly why we're seeing a lot of these rotations. 4 AM. Yeah, Los Leones, you can always get trapped. And if you go in, it's harder to move out with the vehicle. So that's the reason why we see 4 AM moving all the way from the eastern side of the city, as the city is huge and the circle totally moves away from them.
There's no VSG here. They're a team that loves to set up Los Leones traps. They are not in this tournament, so...
By the way, farewell, VSG.
Farewell. So long. Adieu. Thank you for all the wonderful games.
Still, Infantry's making it into the circle. Freak of Freaks, they have to be quick or else 4 AM's going to catch them.
Well, I'm a little worried here for some of these teams that are coming in from the north as this one went south. We'll see how this one comes out. Zhao K and New Happy rolling up along the side of MCG. You can see Gen G's making their rotation as well to try to get more center. Gen G might bump into Griffin. We'll find out if anything happens with that. In the meantime, Summer, eyes on the prize, which is right now New Happy.
Yeah, Griffin's Fortress is actually a really good spot, but you can't really get easy lead shot into where Gen G is rotating. Finally, they're getting some action with OPGG. Gen G might struggle a lot more, even running into Tian, but they're stretching a little bit too far right now.
Yeah, this is what I worry about with Gen G in circles in situations like this. They tend to just over-rotate, get a little bit too far, and try to get something really center that is a little bit exposed. You can see Tiamba's moving away from this. They don't want to fight it. They're going to go retreat to the high ground and find that to be a safer situation.
This is a lovely spot. I thought Tiamba was going to come for push before Gen G did because they were already so much closer on the spot. But Tiamba does push out because they had the ground compound control right across the road. And where Gen G is totally not a safe spot against GEX, who's right next to him.
Well, the compound that GEX has just next to Gen G is a good one to push from. It's a little hard to defend, but if you're the last team alive in that compound, you have a good chance if the circle's anywhere near there. Now, Lingdu is in a bit of a skirmish with VLG.
Yes.
VLG is kind of wrapping around in front of MCG, trying to leapfrog ahead.
Yeah, this is exactly where VLG loves to have that 2-2 split. They had 1-1-1-1 split last week in the same position. And we might run into a somewhat similar circle ending.
And then it hard shifted away from them.
Again? If it happens
VLG.
again, it's just destiny.
Destiny, yeah.
They can't do much.
Speaking of tanky, he's going to get the knock onto Spear for MCG, and him and Lambu are hanging out. Nope.
Infantry already setting up a line against 4 AM after hearing the vehicles. Infantry, Longsker is coming.
All right, Longsker is waiting. He's going to, I think, try to pop on the back vehicle.
Crazy.
Indeed, he's going for Crazy. Crazy takes a bunch of damage initially. He is very, very hurt from that opening shots, and Zhao Yang's going to help out and finish the job. Godby knocked as well from Longsker, and Infantry is going to pick up 2 in transition, it looks like.
SLR doing the job. Infantry getting a couple of sweet points as 4AM made a very late rotation, sort of forced by K7 after checking out all Leones.
Oh no, it is Destiny, G-Clef. It just goes hard away from VLG. Again! Now, GEX, if they can hold this down, has a fantastic spot in this circle. Gen.G is okay, but it's exposed, so it's going to require some good fighting to make it work, and Longsker indeed is going to pick up the point from Godby and 4AM, and now forever he was towards Tiamba, lucky, in my opinion, to come out with his life with how close he was.
Yes. I think Tiamba will be pushing on to them at the next upcoming circle, unless we again have this hard shift towards the south. Gen.G actually pretty safe. GEX will actually be somewhat of a protection like guards with Gen.G right below him. I love the quick rotation. As soon as the circle popped, GEX forced all 4 men together so they do not lose any position.
I mean, for Gen.G, the problem becomes there's a lot of high ground around them. They're in a bit of a kind of a dip. So it can be a little tricky. I've seen teams pull it off, though. It's doable. It just takes a little bit of skill and a little bit of help from the other teams fighting each other. These guys right here, man.
Yeah, Gen.G actually might get a lot of points because a lot of teams will be rushing into that dip. And if the other teams don't have... Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Destiny Gaming White!
All right, you got to win this. You got to win this. This is a huge moment for Gen.G. This has got to go well. A good grenade from PO.
Easy win.
Easy peasy. AO picks up the last one on to get Detonation Gaming White, but they were not ready for Gen.G.
Yeah, this was exactly near where we had the finish last week, where Tiamba just got a huge win. And I think OPGG is thinking about pushing, and GEX should be helping out. As again, another rotation into exactly where Gen.G is. You happy? Like none.
Oh my god.
Gone.
Everybody's trying it. So yeah, Gen.G is holding this down very, very nicely so far. That's another point. 5 kills already in the bag for the black and gold. And New Happy now is over towards Afrika up on the side, up on the northeast. A good grenade into EJ's face, going to set him prone, going for his heels. Longsker and Infantry in the meantime have settled up on the southeast of this.
And Infantry, they also want a piece with already 5 kills in their pockets. Afrika being challenged by New Happy, diving in. Wow, Jiao is just taking all that ground control against EJ. He's down now.
Well, this is...
And Roja,
we've been looking to see New Happy pick it up on Miramar, and this might be their round to shine. We'll see if they can fend off Afrika and Infantry. That's going to give them a lot of confidence, I would think, going forward. Now, Afrika, though, has to survive this volley from 9. 9's grenade is so good. This guy all over the place here today, and it is going to be Afrika just dusted. OPGG helping once again finish another team off.
Yeah, Jiaoyan came all the way out from the storage side, where I don't think anyone covered that angle from New Happy or Afrika Freaks. Good push, making sure Longsker was buying all the attention from front line. Yeah, Infantry still showing their power, that they can certainly move up to the top view.
Now MCG finds themselves in a slightly similar position in a way, where they're on the backside of a hill with another team coming up towards them. As this time it's Sun Sister who does pick up a point off of them, but for now Sun Sister's content to hang out and wait to see what this next circle does before they make their move. And yeah, this just centers right up. It's a big old donut on this one.
Yeah, when Sun Sisters, they want to move down from that hillside, they will be targeted from multiple different angles. Even GEX will get easy shots. MCG, I think they just have to steal a few points if it's possible from that angle and not really run away, unless they have a really good chance when there's other fights going on right next to him.
Under, still alive.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. He has himself another vehicle as he is going to go towards one of these busted up churches and see what's going on. And for now, there are a few shots ringing out towards him as he's making a little bit more noise, which makes things, of course, challenging for him, looking to see if there's anybody around. In fact, there's nobody home right now. Back over to the surviving members of 4AM. 2 alive for them, and K7 looms.
Yes, they will continue to get that fight. Still, they meet outside of the circle, even in circle. This time, K7 is going to keep 4AM out. Now Infantry diving into Gen.G should be easy shots.
Ooh, what?
As Loki was...
Oh my god. Oh no, Loki wasn't ready for that one. I don't think anybody would be.
No.
Pio's trying to hold the line here, see if he can finish the job, and Onyx stepping up to try to back up Gen G. A lot of members of infantry going down. Pio coming up huge for Gen G right now as AO steps in again to save Gen G's bacon. Longsker is down, and it is falling apart for infantry.
And even K7 getting a kill into Onyx. Now only 9 left for infantry as they have made that big dive. As I think Gen G will be safe still, as Pio actually goes down to Tiamba from all the way down. Linshu came for that information across the road.
Oh, he cut across the road without anybody noticing, and now he is getting points because of it and making Gen G suffer. Oh no,
the
Aqua
timing
5.
It's toxic.
It's so bad here, and Onyx is res,
Linshu.
but he's stuck in nothing but a single smoke, and he's gonna have to find some way to stay alive and win this, and this becomes the problem for Gen G. Too many teams are too interested in this spot.
Infantry actually made a very smart rotation in, not directly into Gen G. They heard those shots, so came right on top, but Tiamba's also falling apart.
Luren goes right into the arms of K7, or excuse me, GEX. So that's gonna change their ideas. And Under comes through with a point here. He's gonna finish off XTD and Pero, and so, okay, Under's still alive, he's all alone. Now, Sun Sister did hear that, and I don't know how interested they are in letting Under survive because of it.
Oh, I think they're about to push from the top. That should be one of the easier kills that they want to make it happen. OPGG, they should have line of sight against them, but it's not too close to them. As a circle, we do have the northwest shift. Still GEX in a good control. MCG surprisingly will be keeping a pretty good position.
Under jumps to actually see how close Sun Sister is to him there. Meanwhile, Tiamba, this road is now a death trap. They got one member across it, they got a point, but at what cost? Because now everybody else is falling apart and there's nowhere for them to go. Circle shifts away from them again. And Onyx still holding on somehow, some way. OPGG continues to farm from the top.
Yeah, OPGG did not push too far, only picking up what they needed when Gen G was getting all the... So okay, Gen G was doing all the cooking, OPGG just eating. Eating out of those plates.
All the hard work being done by Gen G, I guess. But OPGG, this is a really nice round for them. They're already catapulting themselves into 4th place, and that is a really, really interesting start to the day because they might try to recover from that game that they almost won on Miramar where Tianba ended up winning. I felt like they had a shot at it, and they might want some redemption here.
Yep, as Under to jump in the vehicle as Savior. Oh no, 4 a.m. 2 snakes right in this road, and they actually might bring K7 down. Or at least delay them from even reaching the circle, and Under might just get a few more points because of this.
I was going to ask you, what do you think Under should do? Should he shoot?
Yes.
Try to pick up the points?
100%.
He's doing it. Oh, Zennon helps out, though. Now he's switching over to that M4, trying to steal the points. No!
Oh.
It's going to be Summer from MCG.
Yeah, no more 7s on his on SLR, so had to switch.
Yeah, it's just, and it's tough trying to get those long-range M4 shots. AO's going to find Giao Nuhappy out in 11th. Meanwhile, Tianba scrambling, attempting to find some entrance, some door that is open, but GEX is here, and they are not interested in opening it, and Leo gets the opening knock, and it's going to be Yan Li finishing the job. Now over to 4AM Lu. Lu has one. He's going through the smoke, finding the other. And
1-1.
That is it. It is just Lu left here as Lock. Ooh, he gets stunned in the face. The blue's almost on top of him. He might go down to the blue if he's not careful. That's going to force him up. He takes a tick of damage. Indeed, it's going to be Lu taking him down.
Xiaolu still stays on strong, and GX, they don't want to let this go. They want to take him down immediately. I don't think they know exactly where Onyx is. And that's exactly going to be the trap against CC.
Yeah, they did. You're absolutely right. They had no idea Onyx was still hanging out over here, or at least they might have just kind of gotten so distracted with 4 a.m. Now Onyx is seeing if he can come into the flank of this. Lu does go down to Leo, so that's all eyes, all attention. GEX onto Onyx. He's going to go down. And a 6th place finish for Gen G, but some decent amount of kills there. Tough position to be in. And they do okay with it, though.
Yeah, not bad. As GEX still keeping that squad. Will be coming down from the higher hillside. But because OPGG actually has a lot of good terrain to move out, either towards north or staying in the east, can actually force a lot of other teams to fight before reaching them. So OPGG I think has the best idea of highest percentage of getting the chicken dinner in this match.
Now, I think Sun Sister should wrap all the way to the south side of the circle if they can.
They should have already.
Yes, they should have, yes. But they should. I think they can do this, though. There is Summer in their way, kind of. With MCG, they can kind of, MCG's going to kind of see this. If Sun Sister can get MCG out of their way, they can wrap towards the south and maybe cut off GEX a little bit, and they might have a chance at actually taking the first chicken dinner for a non-Chinese or Korean team.
OPGG, they had a lot of these chances, but every single time, unless the circle got right on top of them, they missed the chicken dinner opportunities. I think this is another chance for OPGG right now with VLG actually pushing into Sun Sisters. Perfect, pushing them out. Only fight they have to think about is against GEX right now on this east side. MCG, they can just chill with 2 members right in the middle.
And I think GX might just kind of nestle up right underneath OPGG, and there might be some grenades and stuff thrown. If there are any knocks, then maybe somebody's going to make a go at it. But until that becomes necessary, we'll see. Mao Ye takes some damage on the side. Yan Li as well getting hit here. And VLG shooting in the backside of OPGG while all this is going on. Grenades are now starting to come out. CC gets the opening knock onto Silky. Silky has fallen, but first knock there, so smokes are coming down.
They're not too far away, and the two Afaka, Ayo from the back, they do have covering fire, but they don't have too much time. I don't think they should go for the res at all. Just covering the angles and shooting from the high ground should be it. With Dumbo just keeping the front line. As Leo is actually pushing from the side.
All right, Dumbo's gonna see it. Nobody there, nobody's fooled by that one, but now there's mollies here. And Dumbo is gonna get knocked by the molly. Good mollies from GEX to really kind of completely cover the backside of that. They're pushing right into OPGG. Alpaca's the only one left. AO goes down. Alpaca can't hold. GEX coming up big, taking OPGG out.
That was pretty quick. Well handled by GEX. Now they have most of the circle, high ground control. This is about the fight. It's all about the fight on the west. Sun Sisters versus VLG. They have make Lambu gets the first knock. Even MCG getting a taste from the side. They're pushing in.
Dead.
Sun Sisters.
Dead. Down and out. Sun Sisters just completely sandwiched between MCG and VLG. No hope once that pressure started to come down. Once the knock happened, it was blood in the water.
MCG's going for a chicken dinner.
Tons of sharks. Oh, they absolutely could do it. MCG, we've seen it with Summer and Evo Lee there. It'd be nice to have Tanky, of course, but those two players are for sure able to get it done. GEX fanning out along the eastern edge, covering up the hills, seeing if they can get along that ridge line there and work it out for now. It's part of it's in, and they're going to be safe. The real question is, where does this, where are they going to make their move? Because they have to come over that hill.
Evil Lee's position is insanely good against GEX. GEX, they do have to come down eventually from that small hill. As this rock will cover Evil. But Summer.
Oh my god.
Being knocked on Evil Lee's got to get that knock right now.
He's not able to get it. He's not able to get it. He sees another member through the top of the smoke there, but that's alerted everyone to Evil Lee's presence, and they all know he's the last member of MCG alive. So everybody's kind of tunneled into him for a second, hoping to knock them out of the round and make it a lot easier for both of their respective teams going forward. Summer is finished by CC. Hikari in a duel. Evil Lee is not able to get those shots really to connect as well as GEX's CC.
And meanwhile, this is going on. VLG trying to surround the entire squad of GEX. Lambu's position, I think he has to go a little bit quicker. He's trying to strike from the side. As Evil Lee will be taken care of soon enough. Actually staying alive for quite a time.
I don't know if he can hold on much longer. The stun was good, and that is going to be Evil Lee and MCG out in third place. Lambu comes up, completely catches Mao Ye. No clue that's coming. That's going to be one down and out for GEX. And now they have 3 flanks to look at. Hikari's going to get CC. This is looking really good. Leo does return the favor. He's going to get 2. Leo might be able to do it. It's a 1v1. Hikari's going to do the job. VLG comes up and finishes the round.
And what a play. Just wrapping around them like a snake. Lambu just going all the way out, reaching them. Knowing that there has to be a turret all the way in the back, getting that high ground control, and they have made that sneaky play. Vrlu Ghibli. Finally, it's been a long time.